What's your reaction to find out that Dame Lillard tore his Achilles?
No, just watching it in real time. You're watching the game in real time, and we've seen that time and time again. I'll let Brandon speak on it because he's familiar with it. But we've seen it time and time again, man. It's very unfortunate. You fight your way back, and yeah, you're dealing with a lot as is, and this is your safe haven. So you want to go out and compete, and you want to be there for your guys, and it's taken away. So now it's injuries are a part of sports, unfortunately, man. So just wish him a speedy recovery. Shit sucks, man. Like it just sucks to see. It sucks to know what I'm saying. It's all around, bro.
Yeah, you want to come back and play because your team is in the playoffs, and it's a lot of, you're dealing with the blood clock and you're doing a lot of things. It's unfortunate. I hate that it happened. Him at 35 years old. Getting traded, coming to Milwaukee, trying to win a championship, trying to do everything you could do. And to tear your Achilles at this age, it just sucks, man. You gotta come back, rehab, try to come back. Me personally, I wish he didn't come back and play, but I know you wanted to come back because of the competitiveness and the playoffs, but I don't know if he was all the way back healthy, right, because of the blood clot situation. But man, I just wish the best for him, and hope he come back strong.
So our thoughts on Dame, and obviously Andrew trying to bounce back now, 34 years old.
He got to cleanse. It's a time to cleanse. A lot of dark things has been happening around him, and his confusion of trying to figure out all those answers can't happen at the same time of playing basketball like this. He don't have no downtime to heal his inner, his mental. He ain't never really, it's just mind racing. He's trying to figure out how to win, figure out how to live and breathe and family, and it's all piling up. So I think this gives him enough time to decompress, think, forgive, reflect, and I think he'll bounce back better than ever because this is the perfect time to shed all this energy around him. And I think he can spread it to Giannis. I think it could be a whole thing for their team where they fix that energy over there. Because of Adrian Griffin, that Doc energy, it's all looming over there. Mm-hmm. As if it's not all supposed to be together. So I think with Dame, he'll get better. He'll get past this real quick. It's just about him coming back with a smile on his face this time.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that was.
No, yeah, because it was being there, injuries, all that shit. You going through shit off the floor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like went through it, bro. The microfact shit, the first, like having to really sit in it and really own your thoughts and own your feelings and own your everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
Will I ever come back
right?
to
all
be the
of
same
it, right?
player and tears and crying?
Yeah, all of it, bro.
Yeah. Finding out who you really are.
Yeah.
People around you. Like that's what happened with my Achilles.
Reading more.
I was able to figure out everything around me too.
Mm-hmm. Who really loved me?
Yeah.
I changed my
that
number.
Dark shit that you said.
So I changed my jersey number when I came back. Like
I want a new fresh start.
I didn't wear 6 no more. I went to 4. Like went back to my college number. Like I needed, right?
Yeah.
So it's.
And how long in the process did you make that decision? Like you just wanted a fresh start, wanted to.
What I'm sitting in that motherfucking basement on that CPM machine.
Yeah. Doing this shit right here.
I'm doing that shit for 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day.
Right? You sitting there, and this is the second time. Second time I'm doing it, right?
That's crazy.
Like this is the second time I'm doing it.
It's crazy.
Right? And then the patella shit. Then after this, got to go repair my patella. It's like,
what's next?
Bro,
What's next?
And then I got the shit going off the floor that don't nobody know I'm dealing with except the people that's around. Like you said, now you find out who really fucking give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Because they wondering how are you juggling all this and you going to pit up with that motherfucker who trying to stop you from being you.
Yeah, and then you got this dynamic of your kids that's fragile. He's trying to protect them at all costs from all of it. First and foremost, right? And that, listen, all of it, man.
with
Now-
no protection. He has no protection at all.
whatsoever because it's social media shit. right?
Nobody can stand in front of the bullets. Nobody. He has to. Wolverine. We got to be Wolverine.
Yeah.
You got to regenerate on your own time.
Yeah.
If you have time.
No, they want you to do it now. They want you, like you said, they want you to be Wolverine.
Right in real
they
time.
want you to get healed now.
Stab, and then
heal right now.
Yeah,
right?
it could be good. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah, but now he gets the time to go sit at home, and him and his kids, because that's who we going
Get that love.
family.
Get that love.
Because it's unconditional, right?
Yeah.
Them kids, like they gonna be happy to see daddy every single
Man.
day.
2 days
right?
in a row, Daddy.
Listen, it's every day. Well, as long as they're there, right?
2 days
Right?
in a row.
Then it's gonna be 3 days ago, then 4, like so it's gonna
You
be.
need to go.
Then he taking them to school, right? Then he picking them up from school. So these things are part of your healing,
Yeah.
right? So you need to, and he knows that because he's been doing it. But like Rashad said, you get time now to own it and to sit down and
Look yourself in the mirror.
to figure yourself out, like Brandon said. Like, what else are my other interests?
What's
What
the
else
next
do I
step?
like? What else?
else do I
the
like?
next
Right. So now,
in the booth.
like, yeah. So and he's been doing that, right? And that's therapeutic for him.
Exactly.
Right. You're gonna hear more music from him, and he's gonna start doing some other shit but it's all part of the healing, man. So I wish him nothing but the best in this, because it ain't easy, man.
So Dame,
It's not easy when
No, it ain't.
when in your career, like Brandon, like I said, they had the same injury. It was a different injury for me, the things I went through, but
Still the time.
Shad saying, like you said, the uncertainty of it, man. Like what's on the other side of this?
yeah.
You don't know,
What's
right?
next?
So
What's next?
so the old saying, like we cross that bridge when we get to it, doing this process, it's every day.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been through it, you don't know it. You don't know
Man.
how. We all been through it
Bro,
to some degree,
It
right?
can break you
Right.
to the core.
Absolutely.
You'll talk about being broke. They throw that word around loosely if you haven't been broken before.
Yeah.
And you had to look yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm never going to be the dude they expect me to be.
And that's obviously the hard part with you guys as professional basketball players. People have
What?
this vision of you, think it's gonna last
Superman,
forever.
bruh.
That's what hurt the most,
God,
is
the
that
day
you can't go out there and
Yeah.
please them. They out there like, oh, you supposed to be this. What happened?
Well, that's because they're not happy with them who they are.
Yeah, and that's what
themselves
you learn
first.
later on in
that's
life.
that's the biggest thing. They're putting so much. They have this perception of who you should become when.
They hold you to a standard they would never
and
hold
it's like, well,
themselves
who
to.
the fuck
Absolutely.
are you?
Superman.
Like, who are you? What did you do? You know, like, that's how I used to, when I got hurt. Like, who are you
Man.
to tell me I should be doing this and that and this and that? It's like, man.
And then that put
I
the
got-
pressure on us to speed up our recovery.
Yeah.
Because we trying to appease their expectation. And that's the hardest thing.
And my their expectation mixed with our competitive drive,
What you mean I can't? Fuck out of here.
recipe
Man,
fucking for disaster.
I'm 22. I'm 22.
Listen to somebody who not even
Who ain't
there when
even-
you're like, it's like,
Ain't
it's
nowhere
speedy,
near it.
and it's forcing my speedy recovery to come back too early. Because I'm like, I feel good. Fuck this thing. I'm not going to let him say this one more week. He's been saying it for 4 weeks straight. Nah, you can't come. You got 4 more weeks. You can't come back a week early. Come on, man. Sit here. You ain't got to. Nah, Nike just called. They said they're going to get rid of my contract if I don't.
So let's talk Dame. Dame, 34 years old.
rating you.
Still owed 2 years and just over $112 million, including a $58 million player option for the 26-27 season. Mr. B, when you look at the Bucks and what's been going on now on the verge of their third straight first-round exit in the postseason, what does Dame's injury mean for the short and long term of the Bucks franchise, and especially their franchise player, Giannis?
That's a question mark. We just signed our GM, multi-year. We just signed another coach, so can't do anything there to me. Now it's just Dame at 34. How does he come back, recover? See what happens tonight, and to see what the future is with also Giannis. I think he's the biggest thing too. What does he want to do?
Yeah.
I like this for a potential situation to have Dame be here.
Beware.
Milwaukee,
Oh,
long term. Right. If they don't have a point guard in place to replace him right now, right? Is he a free agent after this year?
No, so he's got 2 years left on his
2
deal.
years
One of
on
those
his
is a
deal.
player option.
So everybody would probably push to move him for some other pieces right now, right?
okay.
I say stay with Dame. See what's up with Giannis. Bring in some pieces that can get you a future piece when Dame's contract is up. Now you're looking at the draft. Now you're really looking at rebuilding. You're going to get some pieces for Giannis if you move him. You got to get rid of Brook. You got to get rid of Bobby Portis. If you're going to move everybody, move everybody.
Yep. Brook Lopez free agent.
So did we go for the draft?
You
Bobby
go for
Portis.
something, but you leave Dame.
Bucks draft capital very, very shaky for the next 5
I
years.
think Bobby Portis, like I've been saying, I think Bobby Portis should start on that team with Giannis. Like I've been saying that. Like
I doubt they keep that core together for
Right,
that
but
to
Giannis
make
is
sense.
but
Bobby
moving to
Portis
the
player
five
option
or
this summer.
something. But it's time for some new pieces around him.
Yeah.
It's time for him to try to change his game up a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Put some different, because if Doc gonna be there, you got to put some different sets in. You got to do something different to help this dude out, man.
Yep.
Can you
It's
get
an old
pieces,
model.
Can you get pieces there?
The pieces that fit around him, yes, that he needs.
You don't need attractive people.
Right.
Right?
No, right. Like those Drew Holidays, those Chris Middleton.
Yeah, you can get those
guys
pieces.
that we met. Like
You can
we
get
gave
those
away,
quality,
we get those back.
those,
For sure.
yeah.
Like a Davion Mitchell type. Those type of dog type, Colin second.
Like Kyle Kuzma,
like a
like I
PJ
like
Tucker.
Kuzma.
I like Kyle.
I'm saying I like
Kyle too.
Kuzma there. Like I would
PJ
prefer
Tucker
Chris
too.
Middleton. I would prefer Chris Middleton there because he won there. I would prefer them still been there, but
I like a Mikal Bridges there, like that. Like a Mikal Bridges type player. Those are the guys, Mikal, Middleton,
but now the GM just got signed some more. Now it's time for him to go do his goddamn job.
Jeremy Grant. I'm
Right.
going to go get Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Go
So,
do
I'm
your
the
job.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Go do your job now. Like
So-
you just got paid again. Now let's see if let's.
So we talked about Giannis past couple years, comments he's made. Now, like I said, Bucks on the verge of their third straight first round exit in the playoffs. We know
Because
how
of
much-
injury, too.
Exactly, and that's himself included in that situation. But as for Giannis, he's doing everything he can as the Bucks trail 3-1 to the Pacers. 34 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists on 62% from the field in the series. The union with Dame Lillard hasn't panned out as planned over the last 2 years, with Giannis injured in the playoffs last year, Dame going down this season. When asked if the Bucks have had bad luck lately, Giannis said, quote, "I don't believe in bad luck. I'm too blessed to believe in bad luck. I think everything happens for a reason. I wish Dame the best. We love him." But Mr. B, if you're Giannis, how frustrated would you be just to see how these past few seasons have panned out for your career?
You got to be frustrated because it's looking like pointless years, and you don't want to keep doing that with a guy with his age and where he's trying to go in his career. So that's why I said for this summer, you got to figure out what the Bucks are really going to do. Like you can't just keep having wasted years with a player that's that high caliber. To me, so if it's not about championship and getting back to that level, then you gotta let him walk and just let him walk respectfully too.
It goes back to decisions, man. Like you fire the coach you won the championship with, right? It goes back. Let's start there. For what? Right? Because guys don't like his approach. Guys don't like what we won with him. Right?
Yeah.
That shit is wild to me. A coach we won a championship with, we're a year and a half removed, and all of a sudden he lost. Like, no, I don't. Like, he had enough juice to win the championship, but then you go get
You fire him, get another coach, and fire him halfway through the
you go get rid of Drew. No, it's then he go win a championship. Like, it's all, listen, those decisions, man, you got to live with those. You make uncomfortable beds, you got to get in them. Get you a pillow and a blanket, man, and get comfortable. These decisions that they made, y'all put certain pieces around him. He had a certain coach that he was used to playing a certain way, right? To help him develop into an MVP, championship, defensive player of the year, all these things, right? You put certain pieces around him to start. Chris Middleton was there, right? You go get Drew, you go do these things, and y'all reached the pinnacle. Y'all reached the summit.
The top of the top.
Y'all reached Everest. Y'all reached fucking summit at Everest, right? So we're trying to go reach the summit again, but I don't have the guide that knew how to get to the fucking peak of Everest, which is Booten. Like, you go get rid of him. And one of the guys that's with me that knew the fucking path to take, and Drew and these Chris Middleton was right there with me, like along the way. So these are the guys who I don't have this security blanket of my brother no more. So it's a lot. So what are we doing here, right? What are we doing here? Like you said, are we wasting years, right?
Are we gonna
so that's
waste
the
more
same
years?
thing Dame was doing in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Wasting years.
Yeah.
Giannis, this is unfortunate. Dame is wasting years. Last three playoffs, injured him. Chris Middleton wasn't. Like, it's just.
I got a question.
What's that, Keller?
All right, when you're rebuilding something, is it the process? When we say a team is going through rebuilding.
It is.
All right, so let's talk about 2014, because I'm not going to use the ChatGPT to do all this. 2014, 2015, there's a kid by the name of, I believe, Jabari Parker.
Okay.
Right? Giannis came in what year? I believe 2000.
Let me double check.
14, 15, something like that. Jabari Parker was kind of the blueprint of where they wanted the Milwaukee Bucks to go, I believe.
2013.
2013, yes. He got 2 ACL injuries, and it became shaky. But Giannis was on that team. Giannis wasn't the future. Giannis was a part of the rebuilding. So those years they lost, building up to trying to figure out who's going to be our next pivot, they had to get rid of Jabari. Now Giannis emerges. So now Giannis is here and they're building now. We're building something. That takes a process. We got to the culmination. We won the championship. Are we still building now? Or do we stop here? All right, so they're continuing to build so they can win more, so we can win more championships, right?
Absolutely.
So at this point we're at right now, they've still tried to build where they thought they needed a better point guard.
But
Bad mistake.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great move, but it looked
not for
good.
what we need, not for him.
It looked good.
Yes.
It looked good because we had already won.
She was the girl with the fat ass.
Yes.
Turned around.
Yes, and we figured regardless if she looked bad or not, she got a fat ass.
Got a fat ass. She turned around.
Man,
like, God damn.
That's not what we was looking for.
Right.
But we can work with it.
Yeah.
We can work with it, right? So now we have to decide, do we want to go back to a rebuilding stage? And to me, when you go back to rebuilding, you have to strip it all the way down. Back to Jabari Parker. Going back to Giannis, raw Giannis.
I was there. I saw it.
You know what I'm saying? Where we're looking around like,
No.
this is what we got left? So right now, I don't think is a panic mode for Milwaukee more than it is a decision for Giannis. What kind of legacy do you want?
Well, he already built it.
Well,
Exactly.
I mean,
so now it's like, do you leave because why?
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's just. I mean, what we doing? Like, is it gonna be more wasted years though?
But we're not. Remember what he said. What did he
all-
say in the press conference?
All my other peers are.
He said, "Don't ask me those stupid questions every year." Yes, it was. I mean, was it a failure because we build? So to me, if he has that energy of knowing, like, yeah, we lost. Yeah, it could be seen as a failure, but we're still building towards something.
It might look like that to other people because Dame has this, like you said.
We just lost Chris.
The name, Chris went down. All these are real circumstances, situations that we're going through. You got solid pieces around, right? So, okay, one playoff we get injured, okay, cool. Unfortunate. And yeah, it happens again. But those you can't control. I'm talking about the decision that you made that you could control, right? If we still had these pieces that we won with, we got some that is familiar to us. Instead of we got all these new that ain't never won it, they ain't never been there.
Hey, but that's the same thing going back to the three-peat with Kobe and Shaq, trying to go for 4, bringing these new pieces around. Kobe say, let's start over from scratch. How many years did it take before it got back to where he thought it could get to?
Wrong move.
Right? So for Giannis, we lost in what, 2019? Was it the 2021? 2021, right? We won. 4 years later, we got to figure out whether or not I'm going to be on here still or not. I got to go through my turmoil years where it's like I got to fight through this. It ain't wasted years, bro.
Yeah, but
it's not wasted years. These are fight years.
But I would like
because I don't got my Robin, I don't got my Superman, and right now I'm the only one that if I did get one of them, they would say that I'm cheating.
Like
if I got a real Luka,
so
you can't give me Luka. Y'all think I'm cheating. You can't give me KD. You would think I'm cheating. You could never give me Steph. You would think I'm cheating. So giving me Dame and he ain't really want to be here, y'all still put me at a disadvantage.
But he could have went elsewhere.
Who?
Dame? Yeah, he could've
I'm
won
talking
that
about Giannis, though.
That's what I'm
talking about Giannis
yeah.
being the guy, like, you ain't
So,
never
but-
gave
but-
me
so
no
you
real
say-
other superhero
But
that
I
want to
had-
be with me.
But I had other guys that we won with. I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, that's what
So
I'm saying.
during them down
but the
years
league
that you
is
spoke
different
of,
now.
but
The league is different now. The league has
Yeah.
grown to be more powerful
So them
with
down-
your start. You can't just do it with you in a half Dame.
Yeah.
Like, that's not full powered Omega Dame. Dame is hurt right now.
Them down years that you speak of, right? They could have been getting the injuries that they had in the playoffs year in, year out, right, for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
If I had familiar faces that we won with, it's easier to get through those times,
But it
right?
would feel
because
better.
because we know the feel good.
Yeah,
we
it
all
would feel
we all
better.
can talk about that,
Yes,
right?
it would
We all
feel
can-
better.
we know what that feel like as us, right? As this core of us. But you look around their locker room,
It's unfamiliar.
It's like, okay,
I don't know if
Bobby,
he know. I don't know if
got
he know.
Bobby and Brooke, but
I don't know if they
I don't know
locked
the rest. I don't know the rest of these niggas. Like the coach wasn't here. Like I don't.
We don't know
I
him.
can't talk to
I
him
ain't got my
about
Chris
it.
Middleton.
Like I'm saying, I can't talk to him about the winning time because he ain't never won shit.
No, for real. No.
He don't know the feeling of what that was for me to go tell him like what
Yeah, the look I gave
the look
him.
I gave.
Yeah.
We don't have that rapport.
Come on, Drew. Like, come
Right?
on.
Drew not there. Chris ain't there. My
Like-
brother ain't there.
Yeah, and
Like,
we know all the lock in, come and huddle up. Hey, man, let's get this shit to go.
Yeah, because I seen, like, dog, I was there 2014, 2015 season, dog, and the work that this man put in since then, I hadn't seen him in person until KJ was in the dunk contest in Utah in person. I saw him, and me and him had it's a laughable moment. I'm talking about Giannis, that is, and I was like, yo, when I was there, man, I thought they was abusing you, bruh. He laughed at shit, they was, right? How hard listen, man, when you're talking about somebody working hard to become what they are,
Yeah.
I saw it like developing. It just, I'm like, dude, he can't eat that much. Like he can't consume, like he can't put nothing else in his body today, man. He can't lift no more weights, man. He can't shoot no more jump shots today, dog. I would think these things, but it was preparing like J. Kidd and them had a plan for him, and they saw it. And it was the development of this, and you've been there, and now you went through all of those trials, pains, all that to get to where you become, and it looked a certain way. And I just like the frustration now that I'm saying the dude went down. I can only imagine what he like, cause it's not looking good right now for them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Paying 3 coaches, you got it's not looking good. And you ain't got, and
question
you
mark.
can't go in the draft. You can't.
So I said it's a question mark.
the situation will
Great way to put it.
Yeah.
situation we'll
Big
continue
question.
to monitor in the near future. Obviously, some decisions are going to need to be made on the Bucks front, but let's keep this moving. We talked about the 1 seed in the East earlier. Let's get to the top seed in the West, Oklahoma City Thunder. After winning the first 2 games of the series at home comfortably, the Thunder found themselves